Oh, dang it! Why, hey there, Blake. What's going on?
Oh, hey, Brian. I came for Tuesday Night Topics with Lee Gandy, but I couldn't get a hold of anybody, and I didn't know what time it started. I tried calling Neil DeBose, but he didn't answer his phone. Imagine that.
Well, I know a way we can solve this. It's called the Bethesda phone tree. What it does, it puts announcements out there on phone calls, and you get it on your phone.
Oh, boy.
Hey there, I'm Brian Rapier, children's pastor here at Bethesda Church of God. Follow me into the phone tree machine where we can make a message. Well, hey there, glad you could join me. We're here at the phone tree station. I'm about to show you the proper way to make a phone tree phone call. Well, where we start is over here at the terminal. This is the terminal, the phone tree terminal. And what we want to do is make sure it's all powered up, and then we open the phone tree program. And after we open the phone tree program, you'll see these little people right here with an envelope stuck in their head. This is the Bethesda list. We double click on that. That was the double click. And then it opens up, and this says church body. Now this includes all the people who have registered and given us their personal information here at Bethesda Church of God, so that we can make our phone calls. Down here we have some lists. There's lists here, women's ministry, men's ministry, choir. I mean, there's even women's softball on here. So they know when to go play their softball games. But where's the problem at? What if we have a new member? Is that what you're asking me? Well, I'm about to show you how to enter a new member's information. You scroll up here to the plus sign. That's the plus sign. And you left click it. Just like that. And it pulls up this query here. It's called add person. You want to put their name. We'll put their name as John Doe. John Doe. That's just a random name. That's what the police use for dead people. And then we got a phone number here. We don't know their phone number, so we'll just do 555-5555. That's what they use in the movies when they don't want to give out someone's real phone number. And then you have some other options here like email, unique ID, language. That could be Espanol or parlez-vous français. And then their text number, if they have a text number, if they like to receive text on a different line, they can get their text, over here on a different line. And then you can add the person to the group. So say John Doe is a part of the men's ministry. Well, we scroll over here and we left click in that box. Now they're a member of the men's ministry phone tree group. And they can also be a member of men's softball. And if they're old enough, the college and career group. You just never know. There's so many groups here, we can just add them to them all. And then you want to stroll over here to where it says add. Add. That's not subtract, that's add. And you left click that. And bada bing, bada boom, guess what? They're added here. Oh boy, that just makes me happy. Then you push OK. Now to ensure that we added the person and it showed up in the church body directory, what we're going to do is we're going to scroll down to ensure that the proper information was entered. And here we go, we're going to scroll down, we're looking for Doe, we're in the B's. We're in the B's. We're going to scroll down a little bit more, a little faster method, and we're looking for Doe. We're looking for Doe. We're looking for Doe. We're getting there. If we just look, yep, give me a second. Here, we'll try it this way. No, just hang with me a little bit longer. Hang with me here. Oh, here we go. Remember 159, that's the number that he got assigned into the church directory. John Doe. You got his name right here, John Doe. And then the number 555-5555. 555, and it tells you what groups he's a part of. He's a part of group number 2 and group number 9, and that's going to be the men's ministry and also the men's softball team. So whatever we need to get a hold of John Doe, we select him because he's now added in our system. Well, hey there. Next we're going to go over selecting the groups and the individuals that we want to call. Now you see there's a couple options. We can go to edit. If we want to contact the entire church body about a church event, say an Easter program or a Christmas program that we have going on, this is the option we might want to use. We go down to tag all, where it says right here, tag all, and we would left click that. And what that does, under the tag box, the box that specifies who is tagged or not, that puts a little check mark inside the box. Some little check marks there inside the box. What that does is that tells us that that person has been tagged for tag all. Now let's clear this out and say we don't want to tag all these people. We go to edit again, and then we scroll down to untag all. Boy, imagine that. Untag all. And you select that, and what that does here in the tag box, it takes the little check mark away. So they're not tagged anymore. Man, that's funny. Alright, next thing we want to do is we want to, down in this area here, we have some groups. We have some groups already made up. Already made up for us. It's convenient. It's a convenient thing. And what we want to do is we want to go to, say we want to send the men's ministry a message about ministering to men. What we do is we come down here and we select the men's ministry box. Make sure there's a check in the box. You just make sure the box is checked. That's what you have to do. And what that'll do, you apply it, and that'll check all the people who are members of the men's ministry, so they'll get the message about ministering to men. Or if there's a softball game coming up, if there's a game scheduled, you can go to women's softball. That's Coach Roger Smiley. He's in charge of that. And you go to, say he wants to put a message out. And that's what you do. You select women's softball, and you get the date and the time to make sure everybody's there, because you need 10 people to play the softball game. So you got to make sure that the entire team knows to be there, and you get the right date and time. So that's what we do. We select it, who we want to call, and then we prepare the headset. This is our Garth Brooks special headset right here, imported all the way from the Garth Brooks Museum. If you see, it's got the earpiece so you can hear some things, and then the mouthpiece with the cover on it, you know. And you just adjust it. You want to make sure it's secured firmly on your head. And the reason they call this the Garth Brooks special is because it gets secured. You know, he swung out on ropes and things while he did his concerts. And if there was a rope in here, I could do the phone tree and swing on a rope. And it would stay securely fastened to my head apparatus. So you make sure that that is successfully prepared and hoisted onto your head. Next, we're going to go over recording the phone call. Well, hey there. Now that we have our Garth Brooks headset fastened securely on our head apparatus, it's time to make the call. But first, we got to come over here. We ensure that our people are selected. Then we want to come over to the blue telephone with the arrow. The blue telephone with the arrow, we click with the left click. That's the left click on the mouse. Give it a click, and easy call comes up. Now this is where you want to record your message. It's very simple. But before you record your message, it'd behoove you to go ahead and write down what you want to say during the recording to ensure everything's accurate and you include all the information and nothing's left out. So I have prepared a little statement here about TNT tonight, because that's why we're making this video, because people didn't know when it was. After we prepare our statement, there's a couple options over here that we want to push record, and after we push record, we're going to push stop. It's stop. You hit stop. And then after you push stop, you put call tagged. And that's going to call the people that you tagged earlier, in the earlier section. You tag the folks, and then you call them. You push call tagged. So just to recap, overview, you have an overview of what you're going to say. You hit the record button. You say it. You push stop, and then you put call tagged. Very simple. In a world saturated with sin, there is one man. One man with one book on an epic journey. Join us as our hero Lee Gandy explores love, trust, war, and betrayal. This Tuesday at 7 p.m. at Bethesda Church of God. Tuesday night topics. Bye now. Well, alright. We've recorded our message. Now all we have to do is send it. I went through some of these previous steps earlier. We hit the blue phone. We record. We did that already. Recorded our message. Next, you just want to hit stop after you're done recording and hit call tagged. That's going to call the people that you tagged in the previous step. Call tagged. And what that does, it says you're about to contact 2 people. Those are the people that I tagged. Now, your group may be more. It may be 15 people. It may be 862 people. It says how many you tag. It's going to ask you, do you want to continue? You're going to say yes or no. Choice is yours. I'm going to go with yes. And what this does, that brings us to our call center. Now, the call center, we have multiple lines here at Bethesda Church of God that sends out calls left and right. Right and left. It'll send these calls out to the people that I described here, and they'll get their phone call, and their phone will ring, and they'll get the message that I recorded. Isn't that cool? Great way to show some information. Let's go see if they got those phone calls.
Blake, did I miss it? I mean, I was coming here for Bible study because, you know, I got it in the living word, and I lost a shoe, and I'm pretty sure I forgot my shoe.
I don't know. I don't know what time it starts. I'm waiting on the phone call still. Oh, wait. I'm getting a phone call now.
Me too.
Got it. Tonight at 7.
So insightful.
Hey guys, what you doing? I was just inside setting up the Bethesda phone tree for tonight's TNT. Have you gotten it yet?
We just got it. Thanks, Pastor Brian.
Anytime. That's what we're here for. This has been another episode of Bethesda Minutes. Thanks for joining us. Y'all come back, and God bless.